Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another vlog. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the truth behind the Lambo doors on my truck. Basically, we're going to be going through everything based off of my personal experience, the pros, the cons, everything, guys. And just so you guys know, I was not paid to do this video at all. I'm just doing this because a lot of you guys be messaging me on Instagram, on TikTok, asking me a bunch of questions about my doors. And in this video, we're going to be explaining everything. And yeah, let's get started with the video. And to start off, guys, I've had my Lambo doors for nearly 3 years now. So far, as you guys can see, there's been no problem. It doesn't sag or anything. The kit that I have specifically comes from a company called Vertical Doors, and their kit online, it costs $1,400, but I also paid for the installation, which ran it up to a total of $3,500. So if you guys have a 2016 Silverado and you guys are planning to get these doors installed by the same company, that's what you could expect to pay. And then just so you guys know though, there are hundreds of kits that I've seen like online, but me personally, if you guys do end up getting some, I recommend going to a really good brand or something that's really well known, such as the kit I have, because there's a lot of kits that are way cheaper and stuff, but at the end it's gonna end up having more problems with the doors. So if you guys are gonna do this, make sure you guys get it right. The kit that I have is full bolt-on, meaning like there's no like welding done. There are a few kits that have to be welded onto your car, but this one is good because since it's bolt-on, it's fully reversible. And since it is fully reversible, the only thing is that they did cut into the fender a little bit, which I'm gonna be showing you guys in a bit. But yeah, they did cut into it just so that it would make sure that the entire door and the hinges and everything would work perfectly. To show you guys how the doors actually lift up, the kit, it does come with a few things. So the first thing it does come with is the hinge right here. You guys can see that's basically what's able to move the door up and down. So that's like one of the most important things. And the second thing that the kit does come with are the gas shocks. And you guys can see the gas shock is in there. And the gas shock is what basically keeps the pressure up for the door so that they always remain open. And then the kit, it also does come with all the hardware needed. So you won't need anything else. Basically, it comes with everything, unless you guys just go with the company and they have it all installed, so you guys don't run into any issues. So right now we just went through what the kit comes with. So now I'm gonna actually be showing you guys how I be opening the doors, because I know a lot of you guys are confused on how they open. And I have the door closed like this. When you open up the door, it opens up halfway until it hits like a tension point. So the tension point is literally right here. Once you feel the tension point, basically just lift up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The door is pretty easy. You can even do it with one hand if you need to. But yeah, it's actually pretty good, because when you have the Lambo doors, there's a lot of you guys that think that they open straight up, but they actually don't. And it's better for like if you do daily your car, like you guys don't have to open the doors every single day upwards. Like literally just open it halfway. I fit perfectly, even if there's like two of me, you could barely fit. But yeah, there's no issues with the doors at all. You guys can see it opens and closes with no problems at all. Right now we're gonna be going over the pros and cons, the deals, like what's gonna make you want to buy these doors, as well as the deal breakers, stuff that may persuade you not to buy the doors. The main reason why you guys would get the Lambo doors is really only just for show purposes. If you guys like have a show truck and it's pretty much almost built, you guys don't know what to add onto the truck, it is definitely an eye catcher. Since I have a lower truck, and in that lower truck scene, there's literally no other trucks like mine. My whole image is around the Lambo doors. So that's pretty cool if you guys want to stand out, like be apart from other like daily traffic and stuff. But yeah, I would say that's the main purpose, is just to stand out at the shows. If you guys have the money and basically you guys like to do this, I would say to do it. That's pretty much the only reason. One of my recommendations though is, if you guys do really want to get Lambo doors but your build isn't like all the way finished yet, I would recommend like holding off, because with the money I spent onto this, you can do way other better stuff for your build. If you look inside, you guys can see like I could have finished making my entire interior red. I could have upgraded my sound system way more. So there's a bunch of other stuff that I would recommend doing before doing the doors. I would say to hold off to do this at like one of your last things. Unless you guys do DIY it, then you guys could save like half of the total price. The kit itself is $1,400 and I paid $35 with installation and everything. In terms of how often I do open my doors, guys, I actually do open them more frequently than other people that do have these doors, because I do social media around my truck and literally all of my posts are on the doors. But you guys can see I've had these for 3 years now, and eventually they will start to sag, but right now I've had no issues with them. If you guys don't do social media on your truck, you guys only want them for show purposes, you'll probably only end up opening them like once a month, probably once every couple of weeks. So that's like something you guys have to take in mind, is how often you guys are actually going to use the doors. If you're not going to be using them that often, then I would say just invest the money in something else for your car. And so yeah guys, that was like all the pros. It was basically the same thing, just like if you guys have the money and you guys just like it for the shows, I would recommend doing it. But now for the cons, guys. One of the major cons, I already talked about it, is the money aspect. If you guys don't have the money, or you have other upgrades you want to do, just do that instead and save the doors for last. And then guys, another con is if it is windy, you guys can't actually have the doors open because they start to wobble too much, and okay, I feel like it might be a hazard. So far, as you guys can see, it hasn't fell down or anything due to high winds. But at sometimes when I've been to events, it's been too windy to the point where I can't have the doors open, so it's kind of like a waste of money. And then another bad thing about these doors is I feel like it might vary from different people, but for me, whenever I'm driving at high speed, you guys can actually hear like the wind sometimes go through like the doors, and sometimes it makes the doors kind of like wobbly, like when you're going at high speeds on the freeway and stuff. I feel like that's because they did cut into the fenders when they did the doors, so like basically there's no insulation there, so the wind, it goes through the cabin and you guys can hear that. So that's another con. It might vary from people to people, but that's just based off my personal experience. To summarize what I just said, if you guys have the money and you guys like the doors, go for them. If you guys have other stuff in mind, just keep the doors for later. I've had no problems with them for the 3 years that I have had them. I'm pretty sure you guys get like a warranty for stuff. I forget the specific warranty with the kit that I have specifically. But yeah, just like a little warning, guys. If you guys do want to get some Lambo doors, make sure you guys get like a well-known kit, because there's a lot of kits that are way cheaper, but at the end it might result in more problems and then, you know, more headaches. So yeah, go for a good brand. My brand, once again, is called Vertical Doors. Just as I said at the beginning, guys, the company, they did not pay me at all to make this video. I'm making it on my pure little experience, you know. But if you guys do want to get these kits, not sound like promo, but you guys can use the code whiskey15 and it'll give you guys 15% off on all these door kits. If you guys did like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share it to your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, your dog's brother, your brother's dog. And I'll see you on the next video. Toodles.